How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Let's hear it again for Kevin. Kevin. Your notes I just kicked his ass today. We had kind of a weird night last night, you guys. You ever have a game of Monopoly that just goes terribly wrong? I know? Yeah. I have a little advice. Don't ever try and build a mosque on Park Place. I'm fucking weird about that shit. Ooh, too soon? Hey, I didn't use an airplane for a game piece or anything, okay? I'm distasteful about it. Okay, note to self. Too soon for 9/11 jokes. Never gonna be funny. Alright, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. My name is Jenna, as you heard. I am single. My age puts me in that cougar category. Do I have any cougars in the audience? Cougars? Let's hear it for the cougars. I love that term. Isn't it great? Yeah. It's marketing genius, because now, I mean, really, isn't cougar just slut rebranded? Yeah. And now we can be sluts because we're cougars. We just like wear like a badge of honor. You guys like cougars? Yeah? No? The other guys laugh. Usually the young guys like cougars. So more about me, let's see.
They won't admit it.
They will, because we're easy. Well, I am. The other thing about me, I'm currently unemployed. I'm an excessive smoker, alcoholic, and I was born with a penis. Actually, that's not true. It's not true. I quit smoking in January. The penis part, that part's true. So, yeah, the technical term is transsexual, or tranny for short. So, it's really more appropriately, you can't call me a cougar, I'm a couganny. So the guys that are checking me out, is that a deal breaker? Is it? No?
Maybe.
It's always like one guy in the audience that was checking me out, he's like, damn, and I was going to try and hit that shit too. I'll tell you what, I have this pickup line that works every time. Nobody has to know. This can be our little secret, right? It also explains the excessive drinking, because you know there is no cure for transsexuality, but I hear alcohol helps a lot. Usually on my dates. Lots of alcohol. Really, things haven't changed much since I was a guy, I guess. But you know that term, the term transsexual, I don't like it because it doesn't really flow off your tongue very well. I prefer the term that I coined, which is gender hybrid. That's cool, right? It sounds cool and futuristic. I am, you know, much like a Toyota Prius with a stick. But, you know, it's sick to say, huh? Yeah, it's fun for me to come out here on stage and tell my story, because I'm not really a comedian. I get a chance to be honest with you, tell my story, and tell it through humor. However, coming out to my folks, my family, not so funny. Apparently, you have to have a lot of balls to tell your parents you want to get rid of them. Really awkward. The first thing my mom said to me was, couldn't you just be gay? Which, you know what? You have fucked up pretty bad when your mom actually wants you to be gay. This is coming from a conservative lady that voted for Sarah Palin. I have heard Sarah can see my penis from Alaska, though. You betcha. Go work on my Sarah Palin now. They must have known something was up though, because when I was younger they did send me to military school, you know, try to make a real man out of me, which obviously did not take. So you can forget about the don't ask, don't tell policy. I fall into the category of don't even want to know. There must have been something a little bit strange going on in my family too, because my younger sister ended up she ended up being a professional golfer. And I don't know if you guys know much about professional golfers, but a large percentage of the ladies tend to be lesbians. And I guess golfers know how to hit it in the rough. But she looks like a lesbian. She talks like a lesbian, but she's straight. So it's really an enigma because she's a heterosexual trapped in a lesbian's body. But she's a conservative, so apparently she still likes Bush. She hates that joke. So, yeah, we went to a private school called Montessori, and actually, I don't know if you know this, but Chastity Bono recently announced that she was going to become Chaz Bono.
Yes.
So, you know, we went to school together, and I was thinking to myself, what the fuck were they putting in the milk? I figured we could, you know, I could give her a call and see if Chaz wants to work out a little part 16. Win-win situation for both of us. But, just thinking, marketing, it's always in the marketing.
Yes.
So, the first thing people do when I tell them, you guys missed out when you're in the bathroom, huh? So we'll fill you in. You know how when you go to the bathroom? You know when you go to the bathroom and the door says, this bathroom is for men or women? Both apply to me, okay? The first thing guys do when I tell them I'm a gender hybrid is look straight at my crotch, right? Where the fuck is it? I'll tell you, there's a technique called the tuck, which can be quite uncomfortable at times, especially when you're sitting at a meeting for hours. You know? Just sitting on your junk, man. Can you imagine? It's like, excuse me, mind if I get up for a second and stretch my penis? The shit gets tucked tightly, you guys. See, a lot of people think that I've had some cosmetic surgery and that these are my natural cheekbones. Those aren't. Actually, implanted cheekbones. Sorry, I fucked up. Those are my balls. Squeezed through my ass. Wow, this is a clean show. Yeah, actually, that joke is a little bit outdated.
I love it.
I have a little bit of new update for you guys. I actually recently had my sex reassignment surgery in March, so congratulations to me. Took my outie and turned it into an innie. So it's also known as genital corrective surgery, or as I just like to say, adios, señor! Vaya con Dios! I am not really sure why my penis speaks Spanish. I did work at the Home Depot for 10 years. I think it picked up a few words. But when they told me I was going to have this procedure, one of the things that you have to find out, this is a little bit, well, guys get a little bit uncomfortable too, because when I tell them this, they think they actually remove the penis. I have some good news for you guys. They don't. They actually use everything. They use all the skin. They recycle everything, which is awesome. Al Gore's gonna love me. Yeah, I have an earth-friendly green vagina now. Earth-friendly green vagina went over a lot before. So the thing you have to do when you have this procedure, though, is they have to remove all the hair from the donor site. I was like, well, what does that mean? What that means is you have to get your shit electrocuted through electrolysis. Ladies, have you ever had electrolysis before?
No. Yes.
Yeah, it's like waxing times a million, right? I swear to God, you guys, I felt like a detainee at Guantanamo Bay, just sitting there. It's like, I want to spill my beer. I was like, no, I tell you anything, please stop. Yes, it was I who invented the Snuggie. And the Snuggie dance. Okay, get that commercial. Fortunately for me, though, you guys, apparently a lot of people have a lot of hair down there, but I didn't, so I didn't have to get too many hours. Some people have like a jungle. Mine's more like high desert. Couple tumbleweeds blowing through. One lone cactus. So glad I'm sharing with you guys today. So anyway, I got this procedure done in Arizona. Can you believe that? Conservative Arizona is the pussy fucking capital of the world. This is in a town, yes, my doctor, I guess he was in Portland, he moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, soon to be known as Twatsdale. That's what I'm going to name it. I think it'd be great when you're, the sign when you're coming into town, it'll say, now entering Twatsdale. Welcome to Twatsdale City Hall. No parking in rear. So yes, you know what, they put out a lot there, okay? I mean, they do like, I think 4, 6, 8 new vaginas a week. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but for $30,000 a crack, that's a pun. Don't do the pun about the crack. But I ended up, you know, the doctor that did this, apparently it was like his 3,000th surgery, so I named her the Lola 3000. So, I mean, I didn't have a name for my pussy, or didn't have a name for my penis, but it's the Lola 3000. I got the deluxe anniversary edition. You know, the high performance model, which is awesome. It came with a leather interior. Come on, guys, admit it. Don't you love that new pussy smell? I had to get out of that fucking crazy town, though. You know, I didn't want to get arrested for having an undocumented vagina. You know, the thing that concerns me about this is why I have this strange conspiracy theory I'm going to share it with you. I don't know. Last time I tried this, nobody got it. So let me. The reason I have a concern is because the mark of a successful vaginal surgery is depth, right? So I actually achieved a vaginal depth of 6 inches. I'm so glad I'm sharing this with you guys. But I only started out with a 4-inch penis. Question, where did the other 2 inches come from? Alright? I'm not trying to start any crazy conspiracy theories, you know, but they've been finding, like, the severed heads of illegal aliens in the desert. No penises. None whatsoever. Really? So we see where I'm going here. I don't know if that's really where you got the extra 2 inches, but all I can say is ever since I got this vagina, I have been craving horchata. It's crazy. So, was that the light you gave me? Okay. You said like, I've been having fun. How do I close this out? See, I just talked about really personal information. Oh, okay, well, dating. Let me just tell you, dating is interesting for me. You know, when you are a gender hybrid such as myself, you know, it's best to find your dates online, right? Because this just isn't something you spring on somebody. Don't do that. So I signed up for one of those websites, you know, like eHarmony. And when you're filling out your profile, you know, it's not very transgender friendly. So I'm filling it out, and there's like male, female, but there was no other category. Right, but I want to be fair, so I put down female. That's, you know, what I am. But, you know, under most notable features, I put my penis. Fair, right? Guys, it's surprising how many of you don't read my entire profile. You're bad. So last year I actually, just to change things up, I decided to start dating women again, which was awesome because my mom was like, "What the fuck?" You know, just when she thought she was freak out proof, I pulled this shit on her. She was like, "Wait a sec. You were dating women before." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you did say, couldn't you just be gay?" Right? Well, mission accomplished, Mom. I think for my next trick, I'm going to try changing my race. Right? Most people love a black Jenna. Anyway, you guys, my name is Jenna. Thank you so much.
Jenna to follow. She is my favorite gender hybrid of all